Tag toys are popular baby toys. This is Annette at needlepointers.com, and I am excited to show you how to make a Crinkle Tag baby toy with scrap fabric, lace, ribbon, and a surprising upcycled material that makes a wonderful crackly and crinkly sound. Let's get started. Here's what you'll need to make your own tag blanket: fabric, crinkle paper, an assortment of ribbon or trim, rattle or teething toy, scissors, ruler, sewing clips, pin, thread, and sewing machine. From the fabric, cut 2 8-inch squares. It is fine to use the same fabric on both sides. However, I recommend using 2 different fabrics to add more texture. You can use cotton, minky, terry cloth, velour, satin, fleece, basically any type of fabric that has an interesting texture. From the ribbon or lace or trimmings that you're using, cut 12 pieces 4 inches long. Now we need some crinkle paper. Crinkle paper can be purchased, but a safe, easy, inexpensive alternative is to do what I am doing and recycle a plastic bag from a cereal box. Also, you can use a cracker or snack bags. When using the food bag, be sure to thoroughly wash it and dry it before it's used. This you will cut a 9-inch square. Lay one of your 8-inch squares of fabric right side up on your work surface. Using ruler, measure 4 inches to the center of one of the sides. Take one of the ribbon or trims, fold it in half, and insert the toy into it. It's the toy or the teether, whatever you're using. Line it up, the ribbon or trim, in the center of the pin, extended it slightly over the edge, and pin it in place. Now take another one of your trims and you're going to place one to the left-hand side and one to the right-hand side. Again, extend it slightly over the edge of the fabric. Now, when you're doing this, of course, you see, make sure that the fold is going towards the center. Repeat this all the way around the square. Here is mine that's finished. I don't think I mentioned, but we only use one toy in there, or one teether, okay? And the rest of it's just ribbons. Now we're going to go to the sewing machine, and what we're going to do is we want to tack all of these down. We're going to do a 1/4-inch seam just where the ribbon and trims are. As you can see, I'm going to be using a 1/4-inch seam. Remember to remove the pins as you're going along, because you don't want to sew over your pins. And you don't have to back stitch at the beginning or end, because this will be all sewn in later on. Do this all the way around your project. Take the ribbon piece and center it on the top of the crinkle paper. Then take your second fabric square and place it right side down on the top of the fabric with the ribbons. Align the edges and either clip or pin them in place. Do that all the way around the piece. Once you have it all clipped together, go to the sewing machine, and using a straight stitch, you're going to use a 1/2 inch seam allowance and stitch around the outside, leaving though about a 3-inch opening so that you can turn it. Also, make sure that you back stitch at the beginning and the end. When you get to the corner, do needle down, raise the presser foot, and just turn the fabric and continue to stitch. Okay, after it's stitched, then trim the crinkled paper, and you can also now trim the ribbons and the trim even with the fabric. And you also want to trim the corner diagonally to get rid of some of the bulk, but don't cut into the stitching. Do this all the way around the piece. Turn the whole thing right side out through the opening. And use your finger to push out the corners. You can also use a dowel or a chopstick or a pencil to help push out the corners also. And then what we're going to do after that, after it's all out, we're going to go to the ironing board and iron the piece flat. And we're also going to fold this part in, the opening in, and pin it closed for the time being. Okay, so I'm going to go to the ironing board and I'm going to press this. It's ironed. This is the opening. I have pins there to hold it in place. And we're going to now edge stitch 1/4 inch around the entire taggy blanket toy. By edge stitching, we also have closed up the opening that we had. The final thing I like to do when making a Crinkle Tag Toy is to sew an X in the middle of the square. What I do is I draw a diagonal line with some sewing chalk from corner to corner. Then I sew along those lines, back stitching at the beginning and end. Give it another good pressing and the tag toy is complete and ready for the baby to enjoy. I hope you enjoyed learning how to make this Crinkle Tag Toy. Please like and share this video with your family and friends. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe to our channel so you won't miss future videos. Help us by sharing our videos on Facebook, Pinterest, and Twitter. Visit our website, needlepointers.com, for lots of other free sewing projects and tutorials. While you are there, sign up for our weekly newsletter so you won't miss new tutorials.